The worst trends of 2025 by Tokimon. Let's go.
Trends are wonderful, and 90% of the time a danger to your life or a waste of money.
Yo.
They have the ability to bring
Those, I need to go back.
and 90%.
That challenge where you had to go up the crates, I don't know who came up with that and how people were able to get so many crates. But once you guys got to the very top of this fifth one, the amount of people that definitely broke something on their way back down was actually insane. There was so many people that were trying that trend out, and they just kept going up. Instead of like having like 5 crates, they would have like 8, 10, and they just kept going up. And honestly, I don't think if there was even a reward for actually getting through it. It was just like, oh, you did it. Good.
Percent of the time a danger to your life or a waste of money. They have the ability
definitely
to
a waste
bring
of money.
people together online to participate in an activity or talk about a current shared interest. Now, I spend quite a lot of time on the internet, as I'm sure is obvious. So, you know, I am quite the expert on this. I've seen trends crash and burn and be completely forgotten just as fast as they've become popular. Let's be so real for a sec. How many of us are still using our Stanley Cups from 2023? See, I bet a lot of you just remember.
Honestly, I feel like a Stanley Cup is still a big thing. I see them actually very often, but now I see like different brands that are like getting bigger instead of the Stanley Cups. There's like a lot of different ones, and now I see a lot of people are actually using them more than before back in like 2023. So I mean, that's just what I see around me. I don't know if for everyone else is different, but honestly, I think they're overrated. They're like massive, and honestly, I'd rather just carry a water bottle with me wherever I go. That's just my personal opinion.
They even existed. I'd honestly be surprised if anyone
Like, look at
still
that.
has it in their.
It's most of the fight about Stanley Cup is that they were absolutely fucking expensive. The pink one, like down there, will go for like $200-300, and people will like buy them in bulk and then resell Stanley Cups because they would go for so much.
Their possession. Either most of them are rotting in a garbage dump, or some homeless guy is using your pink cup to day drink. And much like the Stanley Cups, there have been some new crazes that have been taking over the internet. You know, as I get old and my memory starts to worsen,
Dubai
my
chocolate is
joints
overrated.
stiffen, my taxes go up, I find myself rather confused and my mind lost on why these trends are so popular. Have I already hit unk status at the ripe age of 20? Maybe my feeble mind just can't handle the complexity of today's trends. But then I go on TikTok and see that people like 5 years older than me are showing off their Labubu collections. If you've been paying
What
any
even is
attention
that?
whatsoever on social media, you may notice that one of the most popular trends right now is owning one of these. Labubus. Labubu monster keychains have been pretty popular over the past couple months, and I know that I may be a little
Never
bit
seen them.
tardy to the party on this one. You know, just like they say in French, je suis en retard. Wait a minute. Honestly, Labubus have remained just as popular now as they were 2 months ago. In fact, they have been so popular that Pop Mart, the company that makes these little Labubus, have had some of their most recent collections completely sell out in 30 seconds. 30 seconds from
30
being
seconds.
released, people buy out their entire stock. Now, if you think
Why?
that you yourself can go and
How much are they? Hold up. Actually, I'm gonna search up what's the most expensive. What's expensive? Labubu. The most expensive Labubu sold at auction was a human-sized mint green Labubu figure that measured 131 centimeters tall. This specific Labubu sold for 1.8 million yuan, which is equivalent to 150,000 US dollars. Yo, some people should not have that much money. If you are gonna spend it on some dumb shit like that, bro, just donate it to me. That's a down payment on a house.
avoid the chaos online, you'd have a better chance wiping your ass and finding out the toilet paper was a winning lottery ticket. It is impossible to find these things. Not only are there hundreds, no, thousands of people waiting in line outside of malls to get
There's no
Labubus
way.
from their local.
You have nothing better to do. This whole line for that little toy.
Pop Mart, but there are also tons of fights that break out once you actually make it inside. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Fighting over something called a
if you're
Labubu.
anything like me, you suddenly feel the need deep down in your soul to own a Labubu. I can't help it. I feel like I'm missing out on this wonderful craze. I need one of these. You know, I was thinking of getting a Labubu for this video, maybe to show the quality and showcase it for you guys, but every single Pop Mart in my area was completely sold out. So I decided to check Facebook Marketplace. Maybe people are selling it discounted. $420.
Who the fuck is buying $420? Who spend that a whole like week's paycheck for some people on a little keychain? People are dumb as hell, dude. Oh my God, I'm losing faith in society. There's no way that people spend that much.
What the fuck? Now, I'd be
Yeah.
lying if I said I didn't consider it for a little bit, but that would be so
420.
stupid. Why
Yeah.
would I spend $100 on a piece of garbage that I'm just gonna throw? I bought the Labubu. This is what people are going crazy about. This thing.
Fucking way.
You know, I kinda
He actually
feel-
bought
I
it.
suddenly feel a strong maternal bond towards this little Chinese monster. What do you mean it's fake? Turns out I just went into generational debt for a fake Labubu. I didn't
fake
even know they
Labubu.
were making replicas of these things. Well, I guess
Dude.
we know now. An ungodly amount of money later.
There are people out there making replicas of little keychains called Labubus and actually finessing people out in Facebook Marketplace. Let's actually look at one. Maybe there's a Labubu in my area. I'm actually very curious. Let me see if there's a Labubu in my area. Alright, we're gonna go on Facebook Marketplace. So we have some. I don't know if you guys can. They're either going for like $20 or $500. 10, 45, 45, 20, 45. 20, but there are some that are actually going for like $400, which is 400, 500, 600. And I don't know, I think the hype died down.
But it's okay because I'm gonna treat this Labubu like it's my own child. A very furry, ugly, stupid looking child. You might get hungry, you might need something to snack on. And this, my friends, is where I introduce you to the most mediocre yet expensive thing I've ever eaten. The viral Dubai chocolate. The perfect pairing to a
Overrated.
Labubu is of course the viral
Do not
Dubai
like it.
chocolate. Simply owning a Labubu and not consuming the viral Dubai chocolate is blasphemous. It's like peanut butter with no jelly. Netspend without Osama-san. Furries that don't have big bellies. It just doesn't go well. You must consume the viral Dubai chocolate. Did I forget to mention that it was viral? I know for a fact that you've seen or at least heard of this chocolate. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a market for this chocolate on the dark web in exchange for human organs. I
Ooh.
can't go one day without seeing a post on Instagram or TikTok about this stuff. Hell, even Facebook I'm seeing posts about it. When I was trying to buy my extremely legitimate and not counterfeit Labubu off Facebook Marketplace, I kept getting ads for this ass chocolate. So either Labubus and Dubai chocolate do truly go hand in hand, or the CIA was listening to me talk about Dubai chocolate to my dad. I'm not a picky eater by any means, but to me, this chocolate always just looked disgusting. I felt absolutely no need at all to ever buy this stuff. Not only because, you know, I'm not really the biggest milk chocolate enthusiast, but also because this filling looks like I just squeezed a diaper. Like, how is this at all ever visually appealing or appetizing to anybody? I don't know what type
not
of
look
chef
good.
is thinking in his kitchen that brown and dark green could possibly look good together.
Looks
People
like
on social
straight,
media
like,
are constantly
straight
describing this
throw up.
chocolate as irresistible and delicious, but like, I can't be the
I've seen
only
it
one
before.
who doesn't want to eat this based on its looks, right? I went on TikTok and saw these Labubu Dubai chocolate cups with strawberries.
Yeah, this is like the one I tried. I tried like strawberries with like Dubai chocolate, and it just, I felt like I was going to get straight diabetes after consuming this. It was just so much sugar in this. And the little amount of food that is on there, it just does not make up for the amount of diabetes that I'm going to get. Or just high levels of sugar in my blood because of this Dubai chocolate cup.
This is diabetes in a cup. You could not pay me
Yeah.
enough money to eat this. All of us died in 2020 and we are all suffering through hell. Because what is this?
I have the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu.
The wondrous filling of this chocolate is made up by Kataifi.
Katafi.
I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's like this shredded phyllo dough pastry, and the wondrous color is brought on by pistachio cream, which I'm already not a huge fan of pistachios, so I'm sure I'd love it. However, just to be extra sure that I'm not just hating for no reason, I decided to go out to a mall, which is where these consumerism hell trends come from, and actually try the viral Dubai chocolate after paying the small fee of $11.99. Admittedly, I was pretty excited to try it. I mean, I was
Hold on, which
participating in
trend you
yet
gonna cost
another
for?
glorious trend. As I open the package and hold my Labubu, I'm greeted by the tiniest bar of chocolate. However, no problem. It's not the size that matters, it's the taste. All right. It smells like fake synthetic chocolate. I take a bite into my viral Dubai chocolate and am immediately met with the cheapest, waxiest tasting chocolate ever. I very well could have just been blessed with the misfortune of low quality chocolate, but I don't think better quality would be any more appealing because it would be more expensive. This is the biggest $12 disappointment of my life. So you have enough money for more Dubai chocolate, but you don't have your rent money that was due by the 1st. To be fair, as long as I have my golden Labubu, I'm happy living on the streets getting evicted. Something else that's been rather popular on TikTok lately is the glorious Moonbeam ice cream song by Benson Boone. I'm sure you've all had this magical tune already hit your ears and have you incite one of two reactions. Either A, you're over the moon and thrilled to hear the wondrous singing once more, or B, you wish you got hit by a fucking bus. Why the is it every single time I go into a store this god-awful song is playing? It's almost like the music labels grabbed a team of scientists to perfectly manufacture and engineer the most stereotypical, safe, boring song in the universe. You remember the term NPC coworker music? This is exactly that song.
Is that the
I
music
just
that's
know
on
the
the
people who
back?
worked at Apple were ecstatic knowing they
Yeah, I
had the
haven't heard it.
perfect song to put in their new iPhone commercial. Have you ever been curious and wondered what the Moonbeam ice cream tastes like though? Yep. Neither has anybody else on the universe, but that didn't stop Crumble Cookie from doing a collaboration. Who the is waking up in the morning and
Can't lie to you, I feel like Crumble Cookie was just a big, like, hyped, overhyped cookie because, like, it went up and then went down so fast. 'Cause I don't see people, like dying to get one anymore. Like, at first, when it first came out, it was, like, very viral because they were, like, amazing cookies, the box was pretty, and a lot of people, like, making, like, TikToks about it on social media and posts like that, and, like, reacting to the tasting, it was good. But, like, honestly, like, I went to a store to try to get one, and they had like 6-10 options at max. And I thought you could be like making your own cookies and stuff like that. But honestly, I think Crumble Cookie is overrated, and there might be some good cookies, but still, I don't think it deserves that much of a hype. You know, I just don't think it's as good when I did try them. Because there were some cookies also that they were just not the best. But then again, that's my opinion. There might be some people that love it, but personally, I just not my cup of tea.
going, oh
Sugary
God, I
cookies.
really wish I could taste Benson Boone. Okay. I really wish I knew what a Moonbeam ice cream crumble cookie would taste like. Nobody except for divorced mothers in their 50s are thinking that. At the end of the day, though, that's what trends are. They're just stupid pieces of garbage that inevitably cause people to have FOMO and spend loads of money on shit that's gonna end up in a garbage dump in 5 years. Case in point, Stanley Cups. They're on sale at a bunch of stores now. Even more current day. Honestly, what's the difference between Labubus and Furbies? They're both little weird furry monster things that are basically inciting riots. Oh, my fault. Labubus are Chinese. That's the difference. Now, if you guys excuse me, I'm gonna go drink a matcha latte with my Labubu and play Grow a Garden for the next 8 hours.
I remember those toys that you were talking about. What's it? Hold up, let me go back.
Furbies. They're both
Furbies. I remember Furbies when they first like came out. People like loved them, but I found them so creepy because they can move and they were like at the time that they were like the Furbies came out was like the Five Nights at Freddy's where it would be like animatronics was around the same time, so I just found them creepy because I liked like Five Nights at Freddy's, but the Furby was also like some type of an animatronic that way I looked at it, so I just found it super creepy.
Bye.
Honestly, I did like the video. Shout out to Tokimon. I liked their video. And honestly, yeah, I think those trends were definitely not the best. And I don't think they lasted that long, but also like some trends like Stanley Cups, and saying how much they would go for, because people would like actually like resell them by a lot more than what they bought them for. But yeah, that was the video.